Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Dojo Plans, and today we are doing some more daily sheets for a daily planner, which can be used to help narrow things down each day so that way you're not getting so stressed and overwhelmed with your daily to-dos and tasks. I am going in with my printables. I do have them linked down in the description below, so you can snag them there if you need them. And we're doing both the vertical and the horizontal. I'm going to jump into using some Happy Planner sticker books before we start diving into fall. So I think maybe this week and next week we'll do Happy Planner sticker books because I think I lied. I might not have enough to do 5 books for next week. So we'll kind of see. But I do know fall release is happening soon. So probably in the next couple weeks I'll have some more sticker books, but because I haven't been buying them all, I don't have that many from the last 2 releases, I think. So we'll just kind of see. If I have enough, I'll do one more before we dive into doing all the fall sticker books from like the small shops, and then also going through the Happy Planner stickers for all like the fall spreads and stuff. So we're kind of going to get there because it's about that time to start doing all of our fall things. But before we get there, we're like in that weird like in between, not quite fall yet, not really ready to start doing fall stuff yet. So I am going to go in with some Happy Planner sticker books that I haven't used yet for this series. So we're going to go in with the new Make Waves. It's a Lilo and Stitch, and I do have several Happy Planner Disney sticker books in this one because that's just the order that I have them in. So we have the Lilo and Stitch Make Waves. I have Happiest Times. This one was from the Be Happy box. Welcome Little One. This one is a baby sticker book, but we're gonna make it work, and it was Disney, so I had to get it. And then New Adventures, again, it's another baby sticker book, but we're gonna make it work. And then I have it says teaching seasons in the classic size because I do also have it in the big, but we're just going to use the classic size today. So let's go ahead and get started. I did already kind of figure out which ones I wanted for horizontal, so we're going to use these 3 between the vertical, and we're going to start with a vertical first. So let's just kind of see where this one takes us. Let's do one of the baby ones, that way I can save one of the other baby ones for later. So let's start with New Adventures. And yes, I did buy these. I still am like, I did memory plan a little bit for Nay when she was a baby because that was around the time like I made her own little book, but I didn't do any decorating. Like I literally took pictures of her every day basically, and then I journaled. But I kind of want to go back and kind of redo some of those. It's just like a matter of like when do I have the time to do that. So that's also why I buy the baby books. But also this was Disney, and I was like, I'm not gonna not buy the Disney book. Gotta have that Disney, you know. Okay, so there are some washi strip stickers in here, so I'm gonna start with that to kind of get us started here. So stick one on there to just decorate that line. And I did see some full boxes. So, and we do have some boxes that I can layer with. Oh, and we have some of these. Okay, that's good. And we have these. We can kind of change the layout a little bit. So maybe I could see if I can take one full box. Little things are beautiful too. That one's cute. That's cute. Okay, or we have these ones. We could do enjoy. I'm going to do the enjoy the little things. And then we'll go back to that page, and maybe we'll just kind of stick with the daisy theme since we have it up there. Now we have it there. And then we're going to pull these, which is going to pull in some more daisies. So let's go with the green since that's kind of the color scheme we're kind of on right now. And it just says notes, so that's kind of perfect. And then I kind of want to take one of those longer ones, and we can kind of change the way this looks a little bit more. It says happy little note. I'm going to take this pink because there is some pink in there. And we'll stick that in there, and it'll kind of change the layout a little bit. And I did see some boxes. We have these if we don't want the colored in ones. I don't mind the colored in ones though. So I think I might go find, these. And we'll use some of these. So maybe we'll get some more pink in here, because then I'm just going to layer in another one. And then definitely some more of the green. And we can kind of layer in a couple of these. And they're kind of different shades, which is nice. Okay, so just a little extra in there for that. Now I need to decide if I'm going to cover this up or what I'm going to put there, because I don't think there were, the only squares there were have different prompts in them, which I could change them. We could cover those prompts up very easily. I'm just trying to see. Ooh, these actually would work really well. The This Week You or highlights. I feel like this is actually a great use of this sticker here. Okay, so we'll stick that in there. And then let's get some characters in here, because we don't really have any of the characters in here. As of right now, I don't have any foil. So I'm kind of thinking we stay away from the foil if I can. Well, now I think I might add the foil. I said that too soon, because then of course all of these have foil and I kind of want a bigger one. Why you gotta do that to me? I really like this Winnie the Pooh one. Sweet as honey. And then maybe I can go in with some of the smaller characters to kind of fill in that space a little bit. So we'll do Mama and Roo. And then I feel like I gotta do Tigger. And we have a little flower. He's balancing on the flower. I am going to put in a couple more of these daisies. Just so I have a couple. Okay, I feel like that's really cute. And you can't really tell that it's for baby stickers. So I feel like that works. So that's the New Adventures sticker book. Oh, rude. Okay, hold please. There we go. There we go. Okay, so first page done. Now we're going to the horizontals. So I'm going to pull out a horizontal sheet. Let's do the teaching seasons one, because I think this one's going to be kind of hard. We are going to go in with the fall stickers though, because since we're here, and then we'll just get fall out of the way. So let's see where the fall stickers start. I guess right here. I did see some horizontal stickers, but I don't know if there's any. There's none in the actual fall, but there's some up here that might just be for all the seasons, maybe. This is why I chose this book, but if that's the only... Okay, we have this, and I can cover up the lesson prep. So we at least have those, and then I have these. Okay, I can make this work. We can do this. We got this. Okay, let's do this one. This one's really pretty. It is going to change the layout just a little bit because these are a little bit longer, but that's totally fine. So I'm going to do these two, and we are going to change that one that says lesson prep. We'll cover that up in a little bit and make it whatever we want to make it later on, but I am going to go back to the fall section, and we have this today looks bright. So we're going to kind of make this a quote section, and then I'll probably put some boxes in there. I'm just seeing, what's in here first before we can change this to today's plan instead, just to kind of get rid of the lesson plan part. And then I am going to go in with this priority sticker. You can kind of do a small list for that. Okay, it's coming together, and then we have all the cute little decoration. Ooh, and we do have a washi strip sticker. I'm going to take advantage of that, because otherwise we don't have a lot to decorate with. I did see quotes, and we do have foil in here, so I feel like we can totally go in with some of that. I'm going to do It's a Beautiful Day to Learn, because even if you're not in school, there's nothing wrong with constantly trying to learn things. So I'm going to put that pumpkin in there, kind of layer that to kind of cover up that box area. And then we'll go in with more of these cute little animals and pumpkins and all of these little pieces. I just realized that little owl's wearing a little Halloween hat, like a witch's hat. Halloween slash fall vibes is what this one is going to be, because I did not realize that he was wearing a little hat. Now I know. Okay, and then I am going to go in with some of these leaves and kind of just throw them around so that way they're kind of blowing in the wind. So I'm going to use these to kind of take up this space up here. Stick those in because thankfully we have a lot of those. I feel like I should stick just like a few down at the bottom. I'm not going to do a ton. Not as much as I did at the top, but just a little bit. And I feel like there were smaller boxes somewhere. Maybe. They're these. I can use these. Yeah, these are about the only small boxes in here. And then I can just cut off, like leaving the important. I think I can leave that. I feel like that's a good one to leave. But if I don't want like class event, I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut directly underneath the words. That way I still have a part of the box on there. So it still looks like a full box. But now at least I don't have that wording on there because I don't need it. Okay, going back. At this little Focus Today sticker. What else do we have? I already used a Today's Plan, so I don't really want to do another one of those. Might just go in with a little bit more decoration. I think I'm going to stick to these. Even though I have the other, like the clear, they're just kind of a different vibe. And then if I bring in some of those and I feel like, you know, then it's just like not the same. Not the same vibe. So I'm just going to throw stickers down here at the bottom. With this little like blue purpley colored one. And I have a couple of different flowers I can stick. Okay, I feel like that's good. Not too bad. These books I feel like are always kind of a little hard to do full things, but at least there are some quotes in there. There were some boxes, so I kind of was able to pull from different areas in here. So this one is Teaching Seasons. And let's flip that one over. And now we're going to go in with the Make Wave sticker book, which this one, the only reason why this one might be hard is because I want to hoard all the stickers in here. That might be the main reason why this one is hard, but I know this one has a little bit of everything. It also has this really fun rainbow foil in the blue. I don't even know what washi strips to use because I have these ones and I have the foil, and then I also have like the Lilo dress ones, which I kind of want to use that. Let's use this one because this one's really fun. Get that Lilo dress vibe. I'm gonna lay that in there to start. And then we had these boxes, which is again why I chose this one for a horizontal, that I could make it work, is because we have stickers in here that are horizontal, but of course now they don't necessarily fully work with the color scheme. But I'm going to pull in all the colors anyway, so I'm like, does it really matter? Because if I'm pulling in all the colors, does it matter? I don't know if I want to. Okay, I am. I'm doing it. I didn't know, but now I know. I'm just going to do it. We're going. These are a little bit thinner, so definitely something to keep in mind. I am going to grab this Lilo one because it's cute. Let's slap that in there. Okay, and then we can do something in between, in the middle. I don't really have, I mean, I could do a quote one. As long, I feel like her dress pattern is the only one I can really turn. There's a couple others I could bring in the seashells. I kind of want to save this one. I'm like, I could bring in the seashells. That one I feel like can be turned sideways without looking crazy. I could bring in that foil. I feel like some of the other ones will look a little weird if I turn them sideways. This is the problem when I want to just like hoard all the stickers. I'm like, what do I do now? Because now I want to hoard it all. I could use these, and then I could put, there's a smaller sticker that I like that has that Lilo pattern on it that I think I might do instead. Okay, I'm going to do this one. And then I'm going to grab this sticker. Or sorry, this is not the pattern, but it has some of that red in there, which I liked. So we're going to do that. And then that way I can pull in, that kind of helps me pull in some of the other colors too. So that's what we're going to stick with. I do have a square, so I'm going to stick it in here. Might as well. Okay, I'm trying to see what we have here. I don't have any. Okay, I love that there's a lot of functional. I have options for things to use. I do want to pull in more of this green color since we're using it. So I am going to use this to cover up some of the areas, and I do want to get more of the blue in here. I feel like we have a lot of the red and pink color going. So I'm trying to get away from that just a little bit. This one's cute. I could do that one, and then I can put a stitch. I love this one. And he can be sitting right up here with Lilo. I like this sticker. And that fills in the space, and it pulls in more of that color. Winning! Okay, maybe we could put little stitches in here, because I feel like if I do more big ones, it'll be a little much. So I'm going to put some little ones in here. I don't really feel like I need another Lilo, because I think she's in the same pose for all of them. Which I'm like, why? Why do we do this? Okay, now that we have more colors in here, though, I am going to pull in some of the orange. Because now we have more colors kind of popping up from that sticker. So I can pull the orange and the pink to kind of pull it together a little bit. And then, let's see. I feel like I have to add some sea turtles. I can't not have a turtle in here. I'm just going to add two little turtles. Okay, I feel like that's good. I'm a little bit too still in a hoarding mentality for these stickers, because that's just how I am. We'll put that down there, and then that gets in more of that green. I do like all the I feel like it kind of pulled in all the colors by using a lot more of those. So that's the Make Waves sticker book. Alrighty, and we're done with horizontal, and now we're finishing off with 2 vertical spreads. So let's do Happiest Times first. This one came in the Disney Be Happy box, like the park ride Be Happy box, and this one is so fun. I think did I buy 2 of this Be Happy box? I honestly don't remember. If I did, I don't know what I did with the second one, so that's cool. There's no, did you see full? I didn't see any full boxes. There's none, which it's okay. But there are small boxes, and I do have this, which is why I was kind of holding that page. So let's go in. This one kind of pulls all the colors in. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to have it go side to side as best I can. So I'm going to go from the very edge of the page to the very edge, so I only have to cut off a little bit, but that way I can keep all of the colors in here. I lost my scissors. Shocker. Okay. Taking that off. I don't have my sticky note in here. That's usually what I put all my scrap stickers on. Okay, so we have a little bit there, and that kind of helps me pull in all the colors. Now, the question is what do I do about these areas? Because a lot of these aren't going to work for that, because this is a like travel, it's basically a travel book, which is fine. So we have these. I'm gonna pull out, if I have it, Jewel Tone, because I know for a fact some of the colors will work. This color is gonna work. Ooh, this is actually a really good match for that one. And then I think this yellow mustardy color is also a good option for some of those boxes. So I am going to go in with this dark green because this one's a good one, and that kind of matches that one. So let's put that in here. And then I think I'm going to go in with the yellow. If I can get to it. Pull in some more of that yellow color. Stick this over here. And then I'm thinking pastel, because as usual, pastel is just always there for me. It's just always there, because this pink I think is a pretty good match too. So I think those are going to be our colors. And I could pull out the mint if I really wanted to. I could pull out that mint color. I'm telling you, the pastels always have my back. It's just the facts, really. Okay, I'm going to go in with some of these and just kind of change the prompts on here, just for fun. Let's do this Loving Life one. Just going to change those for fun, and then we can go in with a couple of these, and these will help pull in the rest of the colors too. So let's do the mint then. And then I kind of have all the colors represented except the orange, but for the most part I have, you know, all the colors kind of in here. And then this mint one I don't have, but you know, you get the point. We got most of the colors in here, which I'm pretty happy about. Especially when it's like limited, it does feel really good to have some of them in here. Let's do one of these fun like little stamp stickers, because I just think they're adorable. Love me a stamp. I'm also gonna pull this one in because I don't really have any quotes to stick up there, so I'm not using any, like that box is a quote box like I normally would. I know I have quotes. I have like these gigantic quotes in here. I know that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do, I like this one. This one's a lot of fun, and it's nice and big. It'll take up this bottom section. Put a couple extra characters kind of floating around, and then a couple extra things to kind of just make it a little bit of a scene. Have a little bench, so that's why I kind of separated those. Okay, so I have like the little park scene going on down there, and then I can go back to my quotes. Oh, I have quotes over here too. Well, those ones have characters. I think the other quotes are just by themselves. So let me go to the quotes. Which one do I do? I could do Love Today. That's kind of small. I mean, that would be cute. And then I could put a little bit of stuff around it. And I love Today stickers on a daily sheet, because in my head I'm like, that makes sense. I feel like putting like the this week stickers don't make sense in a daily. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's just a me thing, but I have a hard time with like putting that type of sticker in here when I'm like, this day isn't for the week, you know? Okay, I have some little sparkles that we can add in here. So I'm going to add some of those sparkle moments to kind of take up that space. A couple more little firework pieces. Add a little bit more. Okay, I think this turned out really cute for not really having all the stickers I would actually need to make a full spread, because again, this one's more of like a travel, kind of help you travel book, but I feel like we did a good job of trying to like still figure it out either way. Okay, I'm gonna use this little arrow just to kind of make them look a little fun. And then maybe an arrow down here, just to get some movement. Okay, so that's the Happiest Times sticker book. I think that one turned out really cute. All right, flipping it over, last book. Going back to neutral kind of colors. Welcome, little one. It's another baby. It's another baby sticker book. So let's see what we can do with this one. So we do have washi strips. Oh, I love this one. It has all my favorites. Look at them. This one's cute. This one is set up very similarly to the other one. It just has more characters, I feel like. So we'll decide on a single full box. Let's do this Dream Big. I feel like this one's good. Dream Big. And then we had, I haven't picked a color for the top yet. We have these two. And then I also have these, so I can make it long again. So let's go with the purple one. Oh my gosh. Every time. Oh, well, I don't think it was cut very well. I broke it, but you know what? We're going to fix it. We'll fix it. It'll be fine. Let me just not rip the rest of it. My gosh. I'm doing good. Things are happening. It's okay. I'm going to add a little animal. We're just going to cover up that little cut. Okay. And then got to decide on what color to put in here. I want to do a different character. I mean, I know I just put Simba there. So maybe we do Marie. Little Miss Marie. And we'll stick her over here. Okay. These are very, very light colors. Like, kind of hard to see kind of colors because they're so light. But they are really pretty. Okay, we'll go in with our little washi strip sticker. Ooh. This could be fun. Instead of doing all the small ones, I'm going to do one of these circles that can be written in. Even though I'm like, who would want to write in that face? But it's okay. We're gonna do it anyway. And then I'm gonna go to, we have our little boxes here. Another peach color. And then I'm gonna pull some of the blues for the other side. Stick one in there. Okay. Functional, I think, is kind of taken care of. And then now we have all of this space down at the bottom. How are we going to fill up that space? Ooh, we have a square. Did the other one have that? If it did, why did I not see that? That's annoying. Just me being blind, I guess. Okay, I'm going to use that because then I can layer on it because it's blank. And then we can make it functional. So that's a win. Add a little box here to make that functional. And then we need to add some characters. Sorry, I'm trying to flip through and make sure I'm not missing anything that I want to add in. I think I'm good for the most part. So now we're going to add in characters. I have all of them teeny, but I think I want to kind of go for some of the bigger ones. Oh, this one's so precious. I don't want to add in rose gold because I don't have that color in here. Oh my goodness. This one's hard because I love all of them. I'm so conflicted. Never did I think I'd be this conflicted to pick. Okay, we're going to use Dumbo. Because Dumbo also comes with a cute quote that doesn't necessarily say or allude to like a baby quote. So I feel like that one's a good one. We do have some little filler pieces. I am going to add some of those in here. And just get some of these. And filling in some space. And then maybe I will use the little ones because I think I'm too attached to all the big ones. So I'm going to put another Marie. And then we'll put Simba. I don't think I'm going to do all of them. I'll just do some of my favorites. We'll do Marie and Simba and maybe Thumper. Stick him over there. Okay, I feel like that's good. Okay, so that was Welcome Little One. And again, I feel like it doesn't, like, obviously it's a baby sticker book, but I didn't use anything or have to use anything that said anything about being a baby. So anyway, okay, so that's those books. Let me go ahead and get all my pages punched out so we can take a look at all of them. Alrighty, so we have page 1. I do really like how this one turned out. Page 2. Page 3, I love this one. Page 4, and this one too. Perfection. And then page 5. So there are all my pages ready to go for another week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!